I think somebody else got called out today, bro. What is this?
Scepter versus Dagger.
This
Who
nigga
will
got,
win?
bro just got extracurricular last games just on his feed. Like these side quest ass video games. Spectre versus Dagger. The mechanics is cool. It's just this is absolutely insane. Oh, I see his fet. Oh, the attack speed. Okay. Oh. Well, I think the Dagger might win this one. Hold on. The Dagger might hit this one. But he losing a lot of health though. Is he gonna come back in the final round? Let's find out. Oh, oh no, but the Spectre has healing and life steal. I think it's cooked. Oh, well, that's not even fair. There's no way that the Dagger would ever win. That's so unfair, bro. But yeah, hello YouTube. How you doing? Like, comment, and subscribe. You said, "Oh no, I'm not. I'm so surprised." Sarcasm. Yeah, bro. It's so crazy, bro. I'm really thinking about this, like for real, bro. And I'm like, how hard is it? How hard is it to not fuck with underage people, bro? Like, why does that seem like it's the most impossible task to do? And honestly, bro, this is like, it just don't even make sense. You thought I was talking about weapon balls? No, I was not talking about weapon balls. No, the weapon balls thing is kind of cool. It's interesting. But yeah, I don't know what's wrong with these niggas, bro. But let's see who. It's another FaZe member though.
I don't care if it's my own brother, bro. You're my brother. I'm snitching. I'm sorry, but like that's just wrong. And brother, everything I say on my mother's heartbeat, everything I'm saying is true. And
I'm gonna keep it a buck. Yeah, that's the only thing. That's the only thing like I would ever snitch on my siblings about is if they were doing some PDF shit, bro. If it was a murders, nigga, if they did a 17 murders, I don't know nothing about that, Gango. I don't know a damn thing about that. But if they do some shit like that, or like they're like killing children, just like a bunch of children, just cause, then like I don't know, gang. I might it's a little iffy. Um, but bro, it's a power thing. I know, but it's like, damn, like there's so many insecure niggas out here that just like feel like the only way they could feel powerful is to take advantage. Like it's so corny. Like corny isn't even a word. It's just so disgustingly like it's deplorable, bro. They don't feel like they have enough power control, so they take it from others. It very rarely comes from a true attraction. Yeah, no, 100%. Like that's why like a lot of dudes like that do date legal or like not date, but you know what I'm saying, that are involved with like people that are of age. That's why they like more submissive people, more people that will sit there and shut up when told to shut up, which is such a crazy concept. Like obviously there are people in this life that are submissive and things like that, but it's all about what the intentions are from the other person. Like in that case, they're more taking advantage of that and honestly driving that person into a honestly worse state of being. Cause then you start getting manipulated, and then like some people be getting Stockholm syndrome and all types of shit. It's fucking insane. I really don't understand it, bro. And like it's just the most like not even the most, just another like disgusting factor of it all is that there's such a high volume of these people, and it continues to happen day in and day out. Like, it's just strange, bro. It's strange. And then, like, I understand NDAs and all of that stuff, even though NDAs also are broken if illegal, things have happened. But, like, I understand NDAs, but I don't understand it because, like, a lot of the times when these famous people be getting caught up for this shit, they be trying to threaten the NDAs or like people be like, oh, but you signed an NDA, but it's just like it's so weird. I can understand the legality of it, like for certain people. Like, I don't know, like if you're going to see like a politician or something, you're going to a meeting, you sign an NDA. But like going to a fucking pool party at fucking FaZe house, you gotta sign legal paperwork that basically it's kind of like intentional or not intentional. It's in what is it called? It's it scares people, bro. Like it's intimidating. That's what I was going for. It's an intimidating thing, bro, and it honestly kind of puts people in a corner, being like, "Well, I can't say anything because then I'm gonna get sued and I'm poor and like, it's such weird dynamics with this shit, bro."
Just genuinely hope he can confess to it. This dude looks me in my eyes and says, bro, I'm not gonna lie, I had a threesome with two 16-year-olds. I'm like, bro, what?
Huh?
Like, how could you tell me that?
What?
We're all face, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room.
This nigga like 30, by the way. Hold up, is this the one who did it? That's FaZe Temper. Let me see. This nigga like 30 something. 32. Oh yeah, 216. Bro. Oh damn. Like these niggas, bro. I think last time we watched some shit like this, I was asking y'all, do y'all think death or jail is worse? Cause like jail, they get to eat 3 times a day, they get to work out, they get to read. Like, is it really? And now they got phones in prison and shit. But then people talk about the morality of killing them. Then it's like, because then, like, yeah, they can get their ass beat every day. But at some point, it's just going to be like, okay, I'm waking up from my not. Like, humans are so used to habits. Like, he just going to be okay with 9 a.m. he getting his ass beat. He probably going to put it on his fucking calendar. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro. Most NDAs have or should have, from the attorneys I've talked to, a personal safety clause because it's political. Yeah. Why is he even around minors? Why is there no bouncers check age at the party? That's also the thing that I don't understand. Nigga, if I have to, I will personally check every person ID coming in. If it's my fucking establishment and my party, bro, I will personally check IDs, nigga. Like, bro. But obviously, I think that I would have a competent enough team that would not do no bullshit like that. But like, cause me personally, at that level, bro, I'm having fucking the ID scanners. We doing fucking metal detectors, nigga. You feel me? Get the little light that you put on the IDs to see if they real. Like, I'm going through every single measurement possible, bro. Like, ain't no reason. Like, the only time you should be around somebody like that is if you at a meet and greet, my nigga. If you're at TwitchCon and someone walks up to you and wants a flick. That's it.
Tell me that.
We're all face, and I end up going back with these.
I hate when they I hate when any sexual predator says some shit like this. Like they have to mention that they were on some type of substance or some type of drug or something like that. That is not a fucking we're 21 seconds into the video. Oh my god, I gotta chill. Bro, but it's like that is not no fucking excuse for any of your actions, bro. You never can use that as an excuse for any of your actions, in my opinion. Because it's like, I've been drunk as fuck before, You know what I'm saying? And I might forget one thing that happened, but here's the thing. Like, someone will be like, oh, shit, you fucking tripped over this fire hydrant. Yes. I was like, oh, shit, no wonder my leg hurt. I didn't even remember that shit. But it's like, you know what you're doing within that moment. You forget the next day. You don't do something while you're drunk and just fucking Men in Black. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like you are actively living in that moment and know what the fuck you're doing. I'm sorry I crashed my car. I was drinking. Yeah, it's so fucking stupid. If I ever had a party that's gonna be 21 plus because I don't want to be around youngins, they make me uncomfortable. Oh yeah, no. I like if I'm ever having a party, it is definitely not gonna be 18 plus, bro. It's definitely not gonna be 18 plus. I promise you that. Definitely not gonna be 18 plus. 21 plus minimum, bitch. Minimum. Hold on. Chat. Hold on, chat. Yo. Hold on. Hold on, chat. All right. Good news, chat. I can't tell y'all though. But regardless, yeah, no. When you're drunk, bro, you know what you're doing in that moment. Just because you forget doesn't mean that you didn't know when you was doing it. Because you actively chose to do it. Don't tell chat, tell me. Key.
These girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17. And we're all face, and I end up going back with these girls.
Bro, oh my God, I'm sorry, chat. We're still at 21 seconds. I'm so sorry, bro. But like, I have some. You know what? I'm gonna let this fucking scumbag. I'm gonna let him finish his sentence, and then I'm going to respond.
To my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
And I don't know what to do or what to say at this point. But all I can say is, I mean, if it hasn't been said enough already on this call, stay away from underage girls, boys and girls. We have a lot of young men watching this stream right now. It's clearly and obviously not worth it. We're talking about a company and a brotherhood that was built over the course of how long, Rain? 15 years, more or less, right? And it's clearly coming to an end, you know?
If you thought FaZe was coming apart as it seems before, then man, oh
Bro.
man, this takes the cake. Yesterday, a member of the original FaZe group, FaZe Rain, came to the social media with some shocking news that a lot of people weren't expecting. It was totally out of the blue, out of the random. But at this specific time in the state that FaZe is in right now, where Banks is off the internet, Max just left for some very cryptic reasons. To be quite honest with you, this is the last thing that they needed. But the world needed to hear the fact that one of the members in the FaZe clan was having sexual relations with somebody who was a child, underage.
I want to put everything to do with me and FaZe to
Hell
rest,
no.
bro.
Yo,
Because there's
Fleur,
so
how was your
much
games,
I
bro?
haven't said. And honestly, at this point, bro, I don't give a I think I'm going to collect my thoughts tomorrow, and I'm going to say everything, bro. Every single thing that I know. And I'm going to collect my thoughts because I have an eidetic memory, so I remember everything and anything. Not only
Nigga said I
did
got
you
an
guys
eidetic memory.
air me out, y'all mother sold me out, y'all scammed me behind my back. And honestly, I just had an epiphany about it because I'm like, bro, I've not even covered about it. I was just so sad about it for so long. I've been up over that pedo like 2 years, bro. And I haven't said nothing about it.
Now, for those of you
This
who are probably
nigga got
looking at the
sound
screen,
effects. Stop.
questionable, that is FaZe Rain, somebody who is a part of what the new age era calls the old FaZe. This isn't about, you know, Silky. This isn't about Ron. This isn't about Max,
We
Rage,
know it, the
Lacey. This
gang.
isn't about
Have fun,
Jason.
Brody.
This
Be
isn't about
safe.
any of those new guys. But it's about the old FaZe, the entire organization, and seemingly some secrets behind dealing with some children. Now, there were a lot of other things mentioned because that old FaZe generation, I've been noticing there's been a little bit of bitterness in the water, and some of them have spoken out since, but this is now just FaZe Rain's turn to kind of give his take and his opinion on this brotherhood that was established between these guys and what has happened since, you know, him distancing himself, since the changes, etc., etc. And honestly, it doesn't look the best. A video back in 2022 started some of his earlier grievances with the company and the brand itself.
This is a decade-long problem, man, with a lot of legal shit around it. So now it's turned into multiple problems. It's not just the initial problem I had in the beginning. It's a lot deeper than that. And yes, I'm going to say this now because they're probably going to try to say, well, he's only doing this because we owe him money and he's mad. They do owe me money, yes, and they haven't taken care of me, yes, and the money that I bought the Counter-Strike team for, it took him 6 years to pay me back.
Bro, this is why I feel like I would never join any type of organization, bro. Cause like, or I would never go corporate to this level. Like, even if I were to make a product, like Tone, for example, like Kai Cenat and all of them, I am going to make that company myself. I'm not gonna merge with any actual business people in order to do that. Like, obviously, partner with distributors and shit like that, because you have to get the product out and things. But like, not working like where all the suits are people I don't know. It's not happening, bro. Like, I feel like all this shit just gets convoluted, bro. Like, they just throw you so much money, and there's no actual, like, slow grind. And then, like, these people just be, like, not that they become evil, but now they have the resources to enact their evil upon everybody else. It's fucking crazy. And plus, like, I can't trust that many people because a lot of these niggas, like, if I was in a group of, like, 8 people, I'd be like, bro, at least one of these niggas got to be on some weird shit. Like, at least, like, one of these niggas got to be on some weird shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, dude. And, like, here's the other thing I was going to say earlier when old bro was talking about, I found out after that she was 17. I feel like as an adult, you have a certain just instinct. Like, I feel like it's a true blue cool instinct, bro. That when you see a child, you know it's a child. And even then, if they're 18, 19, depending on how old you are, you can tell that they is young as fuck, at least. I feel like there's just a instinct that comes out. Like, you just have a straight indicator. Like, as soon as you just see them, as soon as you see their mannerisms, the way they act, the way they approach different topics and shit, like, you could just tell, bro. Like, if I talk to my 16-year-old brother, like, this nigga gonna have a way different conversation with me or react a certain different way depending on the topic than one of y'all in chat that's older. You know what I'm saying? That shit don't make no sense, gang. Also, like, you're telling me this guy fully believed these children looked like adults? I don't care how old teens look these days. They still act like teens. Exactly. Mannerisms, all that shit. And nothing crossed his mind once. No. And I don't know what year this was, but this nigga's 32. So it had to have happened in the last 10 years. So this nigga was a full-on adult regardless. Like, it's stupid as fuck. You got a Gatorade package? Get your shit together, dude.
Yes, I never got a dollar or brand deal. Yes, that's all it is. They're going to say that, and that is a frustration of mine, but I obviously held that in for years. I held that frustration in for years, and it was never the reason that I was going to do this or speak publicly, because if they just owed me money, I would have handled it a different way. This is a lot deeper than that, and a lot of my brothers don't see the actual issue here. They are being taken advantage of.
But there's 2 things I took away from that in the research of this video is that, one, this group things, there was a big brand buyout from FaZe. There was a lot of stuff going on legally, so I can understand how, you know, there might be some frustrations there. That stuff has already been squashed for the most part. You know, I know that there's still some people who are jaded about the situation, but nonetheless, that's not my business. But 2, and most importantly, which leads us to this conversation today, is that he's still holding some stuff in. There's still some things that he's not 100% spilling the beans on, which leads us to these pedo allegations.
I wasn't even pushed out. I left. There's a fucking involved too, bro. I don't give a fuck if I get sued. I can give a fuck less. I always stand up for what's right. That was the final straw, bro.
Whew, if it's in your heart, brother, speak it. It's gonna come out eventually. Now, the only issue that I do have with what he said is not by saying the initial name in the beginning. There's a specific reason why, and I'll get to that in a minute. But if there is somebody who
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Niggas gotta get called out, bro. Niggas gotta get called out. I wouldn't even hold that shit in. I have no legal obligations to hold anything in.
Out there touching and messing with kids, let the world know so we can shun them, so we can have the proper opinion on them, so we can understand who we're dealing with in real time. The reason why I did not like the fact that he kind of left it up to open air and interpretation, it was because, one, there are a lot of members in FaZe. My first thought was, who could this be? I went down the timeline, somebody threw out the name like Bronny James, and I was like, what? But then I had to realize Bronny is also a kid, so it definitely couldn't have been Bronny. But nonetheless, I also knew that a lot of people would be very, very mean in this conversation. There's two people in particular that I knew would probably get the brunt of this, and that is Max, because he just left, and then also Banks, because he is somebody who the internet feels very much up in the air about, especially after leaving the internet after seemingly scamming Aiden Ross and some other people out of some cryptocurrency. I knew that they would get unfair treatment in this conversation, so I am glad that Banks came out and actually cleared this up, because this is a serious allegation. Even if people feel like I should feel some sort of way about Banks, even if you feel some sort of way about Banks, I
mean, regardless of FaZe Banks, he's an absolute scumbag, absolute piece of shit. But as the original, he just stepped down as CEO like a month ago. You still have an obligation when something like this happens to verify or at least address this to the community. Cause that's when things get a lot of misconstructions, but that's when narratives start getting formed, and then that's when niggas start being able to gaslight and lie, and then it eventually goes away. So that is definitely something that you have to do, like for sure. First of all, this should go without saying, but fuck the PDFs. I'm not pro pedo or anything like that. Let's get that straight. Fuck the PDFs. And if you get handsy and ruin a kid's life and a whole mental state with inappropriate touching, you belong under the jail. Exactly. Scumbag, not exactly a diddler. Yeah. Braun's son is crazy. I don't know why they would say that.
Might have scammed some people. He does not need pedo allegations. That's crazy.
First thing I'm gonna say in this video is I'm not a Rain is not talking about me. There, I got it out. But yeah, I'm getting fucking spammed in my mentions right now on Twitter, asking if I'm a being accused that I'm a being tagged in this clip from FaZe Rain on Fearbuck. The first thing that needs to be addressed is obviously this shit. It's a very heavy accusation. It's a life-shattering, life-altering accusation. That's why this is the first time that I'm speaking about it.
No, that's also true, too. If that gets around on your name, you do have to address it, bro. Like, unfortunately, even if it's not you, it just leaves a bad taste in someone's mouth. Like, for example, let's say, I don't know, you got, like, your favorite, what can I say? Like, your favorite meal of all time, right? Like, you eat it every day. You love it. And then one day, you pull it out, and it's completely covered in mold and all types of shit. Like, although you can go and get a new one, it's still gonna say, or it's still gonna have that taste like, ugh, like, it just had mold. Like, what if it got it again? Like, it's just gonna fuck up your thing. What is this nigga talking about? That said, you're wrong about being able to inherently know just by looking or being around a child who's close to 18. A study was done where adults were shown pictures of girls and asked who was the most beautiful without anyone knowing their ages, and it was between 14 and 16. Beyond that, the adults of today, by and large, more childish. It's hard to say. They act like a child. Well, on top of them acting like a child, there's also certain mannerisms that children do that adults don't do. And just because certain adults just don't fucking grow up does not mean that you can't inherently know. And also on top of that, no one's saying, don't check the ID, you should just know. That's a fucking idiotic statement. I'm talking about the fact that even though these girls were able to get into a party, you should be able to tell if they're underage or not. And honestly, I feel like if I look at someone and I have to ask them for their ID, I probably don't want to fuck with them anyways. But, I mean, you could do a study all you want. That also just goes to show that that's why there's so many pedophiles, because they're inherently attracted to children. So, I mean, yeah.
Have to speak about it now. Norton, pause. You're saying that FaZe Temper is a which that is who he's talking about in the clip. I'm like, whoa, that's Tommy.
If I gotta ask
That's
for your
our
ID,
brother.
I don't want it.
I'm calling him. That was the first thing I said. I'm calling him and I'm calling Apex because apparently this is something Apex is aware of as well. Norton and Tommy, or Norton and Apex are the closest on the team. So obviously, if Norton's going to talk to anybody about anything and be transparent, it's Apex. Tommy's first initial knee-jerk reaction to all this shit was, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Norton, no, this is not what the conversation was like. You're misremembering, you're misinterpreting. Obviously, Rain is coming back, standing firm.
Banks goes on to pretty much say that after Rain tells him that Temper is this pedo, he then patches in Apex and Temper into the phone call in which Temper refuses to acknowledge these accusations, says that, hey, you're misremembering these things, Rain, etc., and they go back and forth. But hearing from Rain, the person who's calling out this pedo in this situation, it seems that he has a pretty vivid memory as to what happened.
Tommy said this verbatim. He said it wasn't a threesome with two 16-year-olds. Actually, it was a 17-year-old. So all of a sudden now it's 17. One was 17 and the other one watched. That's what he said. And then he started bringing up.
One was 17 and the other one watched. What the fuck? What the fuck? But hey, study schmutty. I have the instinct to know whether or not it's a fucking child or not. On Jesus Christ. And also, I feel like depending on what it is, calling someone pretty doesn't necessarily mean that you're a pedophile or like whatever the case may be. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you own some weird shit with that, then yeah, like, that's crazy work. But like, you know how many like ants and shit like that are like, oh my God, you're so handsome, blah, 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 da, da, da. That don't mean they wanted to abuse me. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, as if raising the age by a year gonna change anything. Bro, I watched 3 J-Eazy TikToks during your argument. Bro, I love J-Eazy. I actually been watching his shit. Okay, but he the reason that most men say that 14 and 16 are considered the most beautiful is because of beauty standards. Yeah, people just automatically are attracted to younger. Well, not people, but on average, like they like younger people. Like Leonardo DiCaprio cannot date anyone younger than older than 25. We do not have a society where we respect and celebrate the beauty of older women. Men are expected and raised to always choose younger. So just because there was a study doesn't mean that people wouldn't take the opportunity is given the chance, nor would they actively stop if they knew one of their buddies did anything. I 100% agree. If only that FaZe guy was book smart. Oh, God. I do love Jay-Z, though. But yeah, no, Goose, you're 100% right. Like, I don't know. Me, I can fucking tell. I could just look at you and be like, yeah, nah. Nah, gang. Because here's the thing. And it's like kind of sad to say, but kids, like, unless they completely fucked up, but even then you could tell, like, they on, like, some Wednesday fucked up type shit. They have, like, a little bit of this like, little bit of hope in their eyes. I always notice that. Like, I notice people, like, my age and, like, older and shit like that. It's this sad, depressed look in your, like, you could be like, oh my God, you could be having the happiest day, but you could see that little bit of like life in your shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I see. That's just what I see. You think you could tell until you see some actress and say some shit and then realize they 17? I've never done that. I've never done that. That's why I don't speak on nothing. I don't even entertain like being horny about no celebrities or anything, bro. I already know how this shit go. And plus, to be honest, I like the older ones. Like, give me like, what's her name? Like, give me Selma. I forget her last name. Selma. Give me Selma Hayek, bro. Like, lock me in, Gango. You feel me? Give me goddamn shit. Nigga, give me shit. What's so, bro? Give me Martha Stewart, bro. Like, lock me in. It's like a Hillary Clinton clone. Like, lock me in with this, bro. Like, Gal Gadot is a terrible actress, but let me know. Let me know, bro. Hello. But no, bro, like, I don't know. I like the older actresses anyway, bro. They hit way different. I ain't gonna cap. And I don't think I've ever looked at a child actress and was like, damn, she bad as hell. And then they've been like, oh, well, she's actually, I'm like, I don't think that's ever happened to me. Yo, this nigga. Yeah, no, I don't do that, bro. Also, personally, you could be 21 plus, but if you're not acting your age, then I don't want you anyways. Yes. 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 Yeah, if you acting like a kid, like there's people like motherfucking 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, and they act like a damn kid. They be pouting and shit. Ew. Hello. Ew. Fuck out of my face. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Oh, God. I'm not gonna lie, one of the funny moments in my stream watching life was sending my other streamer a music video of a 17-year-old artist and watching him say some stupid shit, only to realize that not only is she 17, but she also died in a tragic accident and tried to walk that shit back. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. So someone who's book smart and money smart makes me more intelligent. Nah, yeah, but it's crazy work.
Up all these random laws. I don't even know these weird consent laws, like Romeo and Juliet, this, yada. I don't fucking know. And even Banks calls me after and he's like, bro, what the fuck is like up with that law shit that he brought up? So he knows he did some shit that was wrong. He knows that. It's just, I don't like the denying of it. And I feel like in this video, you're trying to paint me like I'm lying and making shit up and just saying shit to say shit when you know that's not the truth, bro.
Yeah, I saw that. I heard that. That's some weird stuff. But a lot of the FaZe group is weird. People were digging up Temper's tweets.
Yeah, I think even though there are some states that like 17, and I think there's some that's even like 16. I know overseas, like Europe and shit, it's a lot of 16 consent shit. But I don't think that outweighs the morality of the situation. Just because it's legal on documents, it's like there's so many factors that's fucked up about it. Firstly, obviously you have a power complex from the beginning, but then also, you know, people automatically look up to someone older than them, or at least someone that acts more wise than them. And that leads to a lot of like, I don't know, where that person, or let's just be frank, that child cannot simply make up their own thoughts. It's like if you catch me as a kid watching, you know what I'm saying, the YouTubers I used to watch, like watching Red and Link and shit, and watching all these different people and like them inspiring some choices that I made. Like, it's not really fully me coming up with these ideas and sitting on them and thinking about them. It's just I'm watching my favorite content creator and I think that they smart, so I'm gonna believe what they say. It's like why there's so many Corey Kenshin dickheads. Or, sorry, that was my fault, Corey. Dick riders, I meant to say. Dickhead sounded way harsher. But there's so many Corey Kenshin dick riders. It's because he doesn't swear. He's a God-fearing man, as they say. And people follow that because, first of all, families can watch it because it's family friendly. So it's like, it get lost in the sauce, bro. I mean, yeah, but like just be serious when needed, have your shit together, but also know when to have fun and let go. See me, I'm the perfect balance. I be goofy, hey, good, 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 good. But then we gonna sit down and actually talk. Yeah, get serious, real serious. But for real though, oh God, don't bring up overseas age of consent laws. I got cursed knowledge in the field from random YouTube shorts. Well, I heard some shit about Thailand. That's all I know. I don't know any specifics, but all I hear is that rich white dudes go to Thailand to get teen princesses or teen wives. Like, I don't know, gang. There's 11 U.S. states the age of consent is 13. What the fuck? Bro, New Jersey is 13. Minnesota, of course, Indiana is 14. You fucking freaks. Indiana is a bunch of fucking freaks, bro. Sorry to my Indianians out there, but nigga, y'all gotta move. Bro. Connecticut, you fucking dirty whore. Hate you, Connecticut. I'm sorry, Connecticutans. Are y'all Connecticutans? Y'all Connecticutans? No, but this is worrisome. We worried about abortion. Can we worry about 13-year-olds? Like, nigga, this is way too many states, gang. This is way too many states. Bro. Bro. Going back on the actors things. Bro, give me Linda Carlelli, bro. Cardellini. Give me Linda Cardellini, bro. Banger. Talk to me. Talk to me. What? Hello. Nah, that's actually nuts. Iran is like 11, bro. Yeah. See, that's what you call never changing your culture. Like they probably had that shit since like the eruption of time and have not. They need to like get it like locked in, bro.
From 2012, mind you, he was born in 93, that kind of validates some of these claims in the court of public opinion.
Some of them say 18 unrestricted or 18 in the unrestricted column. This nigga actually analyzing the chart. Unrestricted. So age from which one is deemed able to consent to having sex with anyone else at or above the age of consent, or the marriageable age if they are married. Restricted by age difference, younger partner is deemed to be able to consent to having sex with an older one as long as their age difference does not exceed a specified amount. Restricted by authority, younger partner is deemed able to consent to having sex with an older partner so as long as said partner is not in a legally recognized position of trust or authority, which the latter is abusing over the former. So basically, like, if it's like a content creator and their fan, or it's like your boss at fucking Walmart, which I think that's probably the only jobs you can get. But as you can see, a lot of these are not by authority. As you can see, a lot of these are not by authority. Most of them are unrestricted. Let's see. Offensive touching. Person is guilty of E felony. 2222 title. Oh, this is like a bunch of different laws. Let's see. Abuse of pregnant. Huh? There's too many. It's too many documents. Too much TLDR, bro. And I couldn't control F it, so it is what it is. Trish status, Miss Jacqueline, Gail Kim, Michelle McCool, Layla, Tori Wilson, Nikki Bella, all goats. On God. If you click the link, the website explains what each column means exactly.
Opinion, I don't know. It's extremely nasty.
Exactly.
Odd, but I got nothing to do. I think it's just like this happened, like, dude, because I don't know the specifics of anything.
Now, there are wild accusations being thrown around the internet. And the beautiful thing about the internet, and I say this oftentimes, is that most of the time, the other person exists on the internet. So we don't have to wait too long to hear Temper give his actual opinions on this or what he's saying. And of course, it's filled with deflections and denial. And not that I'm saying that I've picked a side. I just think that it's very interesting as to how he says a bunch of stuff. And that bunch of stuff has nothing to do with the situation. His first video specifically.
The fact that I'm even having to respond to this and to that my name is in the same breath as the word is so sick, twisted, and insane. This is disgusting. Anybody that knows me knows I'm not that.
See, but then you go on to say how you did sleep with someone underage. Regardless if whatever laws that you tried to bring up, like I said, that doesn't beat out the morality of it. Like, yeah, you're not gonna go to jail, but also, yeah, that shit is fucking gross. And I would condemn anyone that would look at him any other way. Who gives a fuck if it's legal, bro?
That type of person. I am the furthest thing from what you called me. We're all shit-faced, and I end up going back with these girls to my hotel room. I slept with one of them, and I found out after that this girl was 17.
How could you go from denying to admitting all in the same breath? And look, the devil is in the details, because the way that Tommy or Temper or whatever his name is goes on to give 3 extra minutes
This
of
nigga lips so glossy. Like, he got his shit mad moist.
Story time about how he's a father, he proposed to his girl, etc., lets me know that he did do these things and he's not owning up to and admitting. But also, there's some things that are important that he left out that don't line line up with even Banks' story, like Banks and Rain's story, which I find to be very, very interesting.
Something to say about the Tommy situation because he made a video confirming it, but the details did get switched a little bit because originally it was two 16-year-olds and it was a 17-year-old and one was watching, and now a 17-year-old and he didn't know her age. If you didn't know her age and you said that to us at least once, we wouldn't be here, bro. I would not have treated it the same way if you said you didn't know. Because that changes everything. You never said that. Not once. Literally not fucking once. This is news to me that you didn't know.
Another one bites the dust.
Bro,
Now,
even not knowing is not an excuse.
I want to be clear, this doesn't affect FaZe as a whole, and I'm not making some sweeping indictment on them. How this does affect the bigger group and the name and stuff like that going forward is, you know, up to the internet's interpretation. But these are two dudes who have distanced themselves from the group, at least the new version of the group.
What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think if... Also, chat, should I put a border around my cam? Would that be cool, or y'all fuck with it just how it is? It would be like really thin though, but it would be a little bit more. But do y'all think if you're a part of an organization and there's someone that does some shit like this and tarnishes kind of like the brand, are you leaving the organization? Me personally, I feel like I would have no choice but to. Because no matter what, people are going to associate the FaZe name with this guy. No border. Like it raw. Why are you looking at his lips that hard? His shit look mad glossy though. Like, I can't lie. Like, his shit look, you know what I'm saying? You know that shit mad soft. I'm leaving the brand so fast and telling everyone why. Yeah, I feel like there's no choice. There's no
Publicly
choice.
for a long time. I just think that it's so strange.
You don't ask that. Why not? Bro, chill. You could just tell me you like it raw, bro. Why you being weird about it? It's okay. You could just tell me you like it raw. I understand. I agree. I agree with you. Can this focus, bro? Why my cam been doing this lately? It's kind of been pissing me off. No comment. FaZe needs to disband, dump all his members, screen them, come together under a new name, and maybe keep a few of the stronger members if they have proof that they aren't creepy fucking monsters. That's honestly, like, I understand that, but that's impossible, bro. Like, it's impossible to rebrand it at this point. Like, even if you bring all the people together, like, that, it's like if my stream crashed right now. Like, y'all fuck with me heavy, so you'll come back. But for the majority of the time, like, people are not going to come back when your stream crashes and you have to restart stream. So it's like, when they get this shit put onto their name and then were to just disband it and try to make a new one, like, it could probably work, but that would take some time and probably a lot of money. So I mean, if you disband, you just gotta disband, gang, and just live through, you know, solo ventures and shit. FaZe as an entity should stop existing now. It's known as a bunch of PDFs. FaZe is a brand. It's gonna be hard to make a new FaZe unknown. You know, I hate my fucking autocorrect. Yeah, no, you can't make a new FaZe, bro. Like, FaZe has been around for, like, what, 20 years? Wait, no, not 20. Wait, have they been? Probably at least, like, 2008, right? At least 2008. Something like that. But, bro, like, you can't rebuild that. If you're going to disband, you have to disband. And the thing is, it's so fucked up that this is happening. Well, actually, it's a good thing because these people need to be outed. But it's a fucked up thing because they just rebranded last year, and they actually was killing it. Well, they still are killing it, but like now this is gonna be a little weird and see where it goes from there. But they were killing it. They came back, bro. They got all the fresh new faces. They got the old faces, and everybody was like, "Yes, this is FaZe." Bro, I have a FaZe shirt, bro. I bought FaZe merch, my nigga. In 2025, I bought FaZe merch. And then, like, you feel me? They just keep getting these things that happen back to back to back. Like, FaZe is scamming niggas with crypto, which is not even half as bad as this nigga being a PDF. So it's just like, damn, these niggas can't get a break, bro. Like, I think it's good enough that they are established already. So, like, I feel like they would be fine to do their own solo shit. But it's like, damn. It's like, damn. I've never heard of FaZe until now. Yeah, they're like a super old like gaming community. Like they used to do a bunch of trick shots and shit back in the day. Um, yeah, and they just always been a name that people know. Cause like not only were they content creating, they were also very good competitively. Like they're very good in esports in general. Like they have a bunch of trophies on their hands. So not only were they making cool trick shot videos and like different gameplays and shit and like getting nukes, like which is like 25 kills in a row without dying or something, or 30, something like that. And then on top of that, they were great at competition. So like you could watch a comp and like cheer for them and like boom, they win. Like they had so much hype and they've been carrying his name for so long. It's just it continues to be more and more shit. And like that's the hard thing is like I wish it was as easy as screening some of these people, but like you also have to understand some of these things happen after these people have been screened. You know what I'm saying? Because now they got a contract, they feeling themselves, and now they want to take advantage of other people to continue that power complex. So it's like it's hard to sit here and vet out every PDF or every R wordist or you know what I'm saying, things like that. So it's tough, bro. It's tough. That's why I said I don't think I would ever want to do no shit like that. You feel me? Cause like you just never know, bro. Like I'd rather it be one of those situations where, let's say I do a stream with somebody and then they turn out to be a weirdo. It'd be like, okay, well, at least I just did that one stream with them. Like, I have no other ties to them. Like, I just did a stream with them because they had a good reputation. Like, what the fuck? I didn't know. Like, instead of it being like, fuck, my team member. Oh, my God, bro. Like, that shit would just stress me out. Like, nigga, like, ugh. Like, bro. Like, bro. The thing about screening is that most abusers can easily pass due to their ability to lie and manipulate. That's also true. Like the other thing is some of these things just may not be in the light and they might just come to the light. Cause how can you screen somebody and be like, they are a PDF. Like you can't know that about nobody. Like you can have your stereotypes, but that doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, cause the pedos, they take every single form, nigga. They like shapeshifters. They take every single form of society that you can take, bro. All the way from homeless to executive. They take all forms, niggas. Wendy's workers. You feel me? Truck drivers, contractors, Ubers, like it's just too vast of like options for you to be able to pinpoint who is gonna be a weirdo and who's not going to be. That's tough.
we exist on the internet with all these people who have been touching and doing stuff to kids. Like, it's been a long time, which kudos to the fact that it's been a long time, because I remember we were going through a stretch of videos on this channel calling out Preds. You know, I'm talking people like Dr. Disrespect and the others that were dealing with children that were public.
Bro, I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but I love what I just read a little bit of it, but hold on. It's the same as me passing a mental health exam, even though I have MDD. If you have or do the thing, you know how to lie about it. Yo, yeah, I remember. I think one of the first streams I saw Goose on, bro. Honestly, I'm so happy about that day. I'm not gonna cap. Like that was that. I'm happy. Like everything worked out in the way that it was, because I do really appreciate having you here and a part of the community. And you know what I'm saying? I think we meeting in real life in like 2 weeks or in like a month. So that's gonna be fucking cool. So it's like all these years, like it's interesting. But secondly, it was like one of the first streams, and I think I said something. Oh no. You basically did what that lady did on that one picture where she was like delusional. Yes, I'm delusional. You said basically like I'm not even crazy though. And I was like, okay, we know you're crazy. And then you did the whole no comments. Yeah, we know what you are. I see right through it.
Facing on the internet, weird shit like that. But listening to Marcus King's reaction about this situation made me really think about who people should be aligning with, whether it be from a fan's perspective or from like creating content's perspective.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm never, bro. That nigga would never see me in a group because someone else being a weirdo. And
bro, that's what I just said, gang. That's what I just said. I would never be in no fucking group. Niggas be fucking up your image with they fuck shit.
Their own weird time could bring you the fuck down. You don't know what these niggas be doing in their free times, y'all. Fuck no, nigga.
YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, social media as a whole has been built off this concept of like idolization, envy, worship, all these other things like that for these figures at the top. People put them on a pedestal, but at the end of the day, not only are they not just human, but they're also some of the worst people in their free time. I can think of so many people over this past year or 2 years that I've covered on this channel talking about the weird stuff they've done in their free time. Whether it be Mr. Beast Chris Tyson, DJ Academics, Dr. Disrespect, FaZe Temper.
The fact is though that Dr. Disrespect came back and his nigga still got a following. That is so depressing.
Just so many people that have been outed for doing a bunch of weird shit. And it's so sad because these people are aligned with people who are ultimately innocent, but those people's names will be dragged through the mud. Now, will the internet go on and pass? For sure. The North will remember though. And it just is a message to anybody and everybody who is still out there idolizing anybody, putting people on a pedestal and just not taking them for their entertainment value. One, they're probably weird. You don't know them like that. Keep that parasocial shit in the playground. And then two, and most importantly, watch who you align with. Just watch who you align with when doing your own public endeavors, because their actions can ruin your name and your good faith and your good fortune.
He not lying, bro.
No long-winded.
He not lying though, bro. But yeah, like that screening shit is basically like doing a lie detector test, which they don't even use in court anymore. You know? Like, you just never know it with these weirdos, bro. Good video though, Meezy.